Looks like we are live. Can somebody tell me if my sound is good before I add CPat here? Are we Gucci? All right.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
How's it going, bro?
Pretty good. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's repeating. Okay, that's a little bit better. So, real quick, I just wanted to say thanks for taking the fight on short notice. That's pretty badass. I had someone pull out, so usually you don't get a fight or you just show up and fight whoever. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, bro. I got you.
So yeah, usually do a moderator for these type of things so we don't get too out of hand. But I trust that we're not going to get too off the rails here. So let's get right into it. First, you can tell the stream a little bit about yourself, your background, what got you into fighting, shit like that.
Yeah. So I grew up in Philly. I moved to Jersey a few years ago, but I'm back in Philly now. I grew up trying to play sports, ball, basketball, all that shit. And I realized I wasn't good at any of it, but I was good at one thing, and that was fighting. Like, I was always in the streets, people talking shit, ends up into a fight. I started wrestling in middle school. I got good at that. I stopped wrestling in my junior year because I wanted to focus more on the mixed martial arts aspect side of it. So I got into Muay Thai. I started doing jiu-jitsu, and then I started training at Nicatone's MMA with fighters like Frankie Edgar, Eddie Alvarez popped out there sometimes. Corey Anderson, he's a light heavyweight in Bellator. So I've just been trying to work my ass off, and now I'm here. So I'm excited for Saturday.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I noticed you got the wrestling kind of in your back pocket. You don't look like you rely on it, but like when stuff gets intense in there, when the pace picks up, you always got it if you need it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how do you think you beat me?
I'm hoping second round TKO. That's my mystic CPat prediction. You know what I mean?
I don't like going to the distance no matter what. So.
Oh yeah. I don't care how long it's 4 rounds, right? Considered for the title, right? It's 4 rounds. Yeah. So even if it does, we got plenty of time to beat the shit out of each other. So it's gonna be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see it going past 2 personally. I think round 1, obviously, you got some power in your hands. The way you set up your takedowns, even you land big shots before you shoot usually. So I could always get clipped. I'm not gonna act like I'm invincible or something, but. Everyone knows I'm dangerous with my striking, especially my kicks. So anyone could go lights out round 1. I think the way that you and I come out, it's going to be fast paced right from the start. Second round, the pace might slow down. You see a lot more groundwork, I feel like. That's kind of how I see it going.
I agree, because I want to challenge myself. You're levels above me in striking. I can sit here and admit that right now. Your kicks are ridiculous. Like, I've watched all of them. I watched 3 of your amateur fights, and I've seen and I've studied all of it, and your kicks are definitely your strong suit. So I'm hoping I don't get clipped with one of those, because it's going to feel like a fucking baseball bat with nails on it.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing I respect a lot. You got a chin on you. Like, T Nasty hit you with some shots. I was like, God damn, you just walked right through. You didn't even really wobble. Like, you might take a back step here or there, but you don't seem hurt when you get cracked.
Yeah, and I can sit here and say T hits fucking hard. He may look skinny, but that dude's got some fucking power. So he hits. And then I fought Hispanic Causing Panic. That was my last fight. And he hit me with some big shots in the beginning, and I had to take him down, because I was like, if I take any more of those, I might go down. And I was like, I can't do it. And then my fight before that, we didn't really strike much, but I did land a big overhand on him. Didn't go down, which I'm really surprised that kid has a chin. But I took him down, but I didn't put my head up with a shot. Caught me in a gilly.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of one of those mistakes that you make early on. and it's not something that happens a lot. It was like my third or fourth fight in the yard. I got caught in a guillotine. It's just something that you are aware of once you get more experience. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't sweat that personally. You got any questions for me?
I was wondering what made you get into fighting, because I think I seen something that you had another sport that you played. I don't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but
So I played hockey, and I was playing like club hockey in college. Like, wasn't gonna go anywhere, I don't think. But when COVID hit, I was so bored, man, and I always was fighting in the streets and stuff like that. So I just asked one of my buddies who actually fights and knows how to fight. I'm like, dude, do you think I could do this? He's like, well, you can find out. So I
yeah,
went to the fight with Street Beefs, and it was just a good time. Like, you've been there. Street Beefs got a real family feel. So like going there, it's not obviously getting in the cage and fighting scary, but it's not intimidating. You just show up, everyone's laughing, joking, having a good time. And I just kept coming out, and then I just snowballed from there. And then I wanted to make an AMI run, and now fighting's my life, kind of thing.
yeah, I agree. Another thing I wanted to ask you: whatever happened with you and Manu? Why did that fight not happen?
Dude, okay, so first call out, I think he called me out just saying he deserves a title shot because those Florida pop-up events. He
Mm-hmm.
won a few. Then he called me out, Menace Mike out, and Beach out. I think is what he did. He just said, "I don't care who it is. I want to get a title shot."
Yeah,
So when I fought Kraken for the double champ status, I told Sunshine, I believe, I was like, either line me up Manu or Bermuda, because Bermuda was talking about coming back, and he was I think he only had the one loss in the yard. He was still like relevant at the time,
yeah,
but Kraken just talked his way into a title fight. Essentially, he talked so much shit, so ended up giving him the title fight. I just said yes to it. I don't really say no to fights. So they gave him the title fight. Manu fought Menace Mike twice, I believe it was.
yeah,
And then he fought like the Florida yard, did a couple things here and there. And uh, there was like a time period where he would show up to the yard one month and I'd show up to the yard the next month, and it would alternate, and we just couldn't get there at the same time.
mm-hmm.
And now he's just trying to go full AMI, and I'm assuming pro soon. So I respect that. It's shitty because I think that would have been one of the best fights of all time. Kind of like Tony Khabib, to be honest. I think I would have diced him up on the feet, and then on the wrestling and stuff. Uh, who knows, to be honest. I was ready to fight off my back a lot with him.
Yeah. He was I actually, after my first fight in the extra footage one, you can see it, I actually called him out as an opponent that I would like to face in the future, but now he's 6-0 in the AMI ranks, so
Yeah.
I really think he's going to be coming back to the yard anytime soon, and if he does, I don't even know if he's going to fight.
Jimmy White said, "Why aren't we arguing?" That's because this dude took a fight on short notice. He hasn't said anything disrespectful yet. I don't really have much to say disrespectful to him. I wasn't thinking I was going to have a fight. So, yeah, maybe something will come up in a little bit. Maybe you guys can instigate, stir something up in the comments for us, huh? Do you think hockey prepared you in any way to fight, cardio, balance, stuff? Okay, yeah, definitely with balance. People always trying to knock you off the puck and stuff like that. It didn't really help my wrestling very much, but like when I get clipped with something or whatever, like ice is slippery. I'm used to trying to stay up on my feet.
Yeah.
Cardio, absolutely. Just got those. That's why I can kick so long. Constantly chopping into the ice and pushing made my legs pretty strong.
Yeah. I think wrestling, dude. Wrestling, I started wrestling in 7th grade. I was a little fat kid, and I started wrestling. I lost like 30 pounds within the month because I wasn't like exercising. You know what I mean? Like stuff in my face with Oreos, cheeseburgers, all this shit. And then I start wrestling, and I'm like, oh, I can't really be doing that. And my cardio just went up. And then I think if I was wrestling at the time that me and T Nasty fought, I think my cardio would have been better, and I think it would have been a better decision. I think I would have won definitively, because a lot of people don't even think that I won that fight. I mean, I almost didn't think that I won that fight.
I thought you lost personally.
Hey, no, it's okay. I can sit here and say he outstruck me on the feet. There was no doubt about that. I had to wrestle him, and the only way I can understand people saying that I didn't win is because I really didn't do much with my control. Like I didn't do anything in the top position. I didn't really land any dominant strikes. I landed a good overhand in the second round and a good takedown, and then I landed that other takedown. I think without that takedown, I don't really think they would have said that I won that fight, because that was just like a big, oh, holy shit type of moment. Like I just lift him off his feet, put him on his back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the big moments like that that stick in the judge's mind. Because like when I watched it the first time, because obviously I'm studying to fight you, I watched this shit a couple times.
Yeah.
First time I was like, okay, that might have been his round because you did stay on top after that the whole round. But the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, the slam's pretty badass, but you didn't really land anything that crazy. And then, yeah, I mean, on the other end of it, he didn't really throw up submission attempts in that third either. So, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to score that, but I think I'd still give it to him because they honestly, in my opinion, they should have stood it up at some point in that third. But
yeah, we were both like so exhausted. Me and him were both throwing up in bushes right after, dude. We were both exhausted. I even told him I'm down for a rematch whenever. I'm planning after this fight. I want to stay at around like 160, 155 in between there. I'm like 164, 165 right now. So I'm thinking about cutting like 5 or 10 pounds, still holding on to the title if I do win it. You know, maybe get another 155. I don't know. I'm just trying.
well, I got the 155 belt also, so I mean, gonna be a hard sell when I win for you to try to get a rematch but at a smaller weight because that's just gonna benefit me more. But you know,
Yeah,
uh, Jimmy White said, Colin, so do you think you're going to win? Is this MMA or is this wrestling? This is MMA.
MMA.
I guess he missed it, so you can explain why you think you're going to win again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win by second round TKO. Your grappling is definitely improved. I like with the guy that you fought the last time. I told him, I'm like, listen, like, yeah, he's a kickboxer. He likes to throw kicks, but don't sleep on his grappling. Like, you can't sleep on anybody in any aspect of fighting. Like, oh, like he's a jujitsu guy. He can still probably throw a punch. Oh, he's a
Yeah.
kick. Still probably break your fucking arm if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, people sleep on certain aspects of fighting, and they really shouldn't. They're a fighter. They're training to get in there to kill you, and that's it. They're training for you, not for anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's obvious that I've struggled with wrestling in the past. This question Canelo just said, how do I plan on beating your wrestling? And I mean, I'm just going to say it as bluntly as possible. It's just to beat the shit out of you and make you not want to shoot anymore. I just want to hit you so much and so hard that you just want to stay the fuck away from me and not shoot. You know, if I catch you with knees to the body coming in, uppercuts, all that shit, you're going to think twice about it. You're not dumb. So, yeah, I mean, the best way to win against a wrestler is to not have to wrestle, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that I don't get kneed too many times because I know they don't feel good at all. But I think I can do it. I've been working my ass off. I've been running every day. I haven't been in the actual like MMA gym because I got laid off, so you know I'm like struggling with money and shit. So I've been at Planet Fitness on the elliptical 45 minutes every day, just running in the sauna, sweating my ass off. You know, in the back, hitting the little fucking Bob mannequin dude in my backyard, doing everything I can to prepare.
Dude, Bob's a tough motherfucker. He takes all the punches you got.
Yes.
But, yeah, right now I'm sitting at about 140 pounds, which I mean, it's what, 25 pounds, give or take. Depends what I'm eating fight day, fight morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to let you know right now, my strength surprises pretty much everybody. So I don't know how strong you are. I can't just look at a video and determine that. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a crazy strength advantage for you. I'm just throwing that out there because, like, almost everyone I fought says that it surprises them. And it's a lot harder to move me around than it seems like. Like I can squirm, I can get my underhooks and start trying to get to my feet and make it a real pain in the ass if you do get me down.
Oh shit! Sorry, ESPN notification. No, I've seen it. I've seen your fights. I mean, there's a few that I've seen. The only fight that like I seen that like, and I think you can agree with me, where it was like completely one sided was the Baby Hulk fight. I mean, the dude's a beast. He's an animal. And dude, I don't know if you took that fight on short notice, if it was planned, like, or whatever, but you're a fucking animal for taking it. I mean, he's probably one of the best in the yards history. So
Yeah, it wasn't crazy short notice. I think I had at least like 3 weeks for it, but that was before I ever trained or did anything. I mean, I've spent 2 months at American Top Team back in New York. I moved here to South Carolina. Spent since like towards the end of April till now in Fitness Edge. So I don't have a lot of real gym time, but I'm a student of the game, so I go out. I could be mowing the lawn and I'm just thinking about fighting. You know what I mean? If it's always on your mind, you're gonna improve at least subconsciously.
yeah,
So,
like waiting for the shower to heat up and you're shadow boxing.
yeah,
Going
microwave.
like, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm just excited. I think this is going to be one of the best in the yards history. I think that it's just going to be a slobber knocker. I think I respect you. I respect your kicks and respect my wrestling and all that shit. But my goal is to challenge myself. I want to be able to stand with you. I want to be able to stand with a kickboxer that's as good as you. I want to be able to prove to people that, I'm not just some chubby little kid that likes to pick you up and put you down and then sit on you for 3 rounds. Like, I can box, I can kick, I can throw some elbows and knees. Like, I'm trying to prove here that I'm not just a one-dimensional fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Canelo said, "CPat, how do you plan on getting past those kicks?"
Honestly, I don't want to give away too much, but
No, please tell me.
I'm hoping that I can close the distance by just being fast, being quick, catching some kicks, chop down at the legs, shit like that. I'm hoping that it works, but if it doesn't, hey, at least I tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if that doesn't work, you're probably gonna have to brawl like completely because it's kind of clear. Like it's two sides of the coin here. You are able to enter and get around them, get the takedown, or fight at least in the pocket. Or if you're at range, you're just gonna have to swing your way in. You see that a lot in the UFC. Guys can't find their range and they have to brawl it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, truthfully, that's what I'd want. I think the fans might like that better, anyways. So.
I agree. But this is a title fight. I want that belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I care more about having this 165 belt around my waist.
So the professor Y2K said 3 weeks isn't short notice. For most people, it's not. That's plenty of time to get your ass in shape. But for a fight with Baby Hulk when you're not in a gym, 3 weeks is fucking nothing, man. Just saying.
Nothing.
Yeah, just like you said, you want to challenge yourself. I could have just stayed at 135 and kept that flyweight belt nice and shiny for as long as I wanted. But I kind of want to see how far I can push it. The higher I go, the bigger, stronger, especially grappling wise, some of the better fighters. You see a lot of these flyweights got like real fast hands and stuff like that, but I don't think they can really do too much to me on the ground. So yeah, I'm pushing myself and really seeing what I'm made of too. And I don't ask for easy fights. I could have just went to the yard and fought some 0-0 guy who showed up around 160, something like that. But I told them, I was like, can we get Division? Can we get T Nasty or can we get CPat? I'm like, these guys are fucking monsters. Division said that he wants a little more time to train for me. I respect that. Do what you got to do. T Nasty's got his own personal thing. I'm not gonna air that out here. And then you said yes. I just got to get gas money. I'll be there. I'm like, this dude's a fucking monster. Let's go. So
yeah, like, dude, I got that text and I texted my mom and I texted my dad and I was like, I don't know if I should take this. Like, he's one of the best there. Like, this dude's a fucking maniac. I haven't really been doing much recently. Like, just been shit. And they're like, title fight. Like, this isn't like, oh, you get another chance. You might not get another chance. You might go back, take that rematch with Canelo, and then lose the fight. You know what I mean? Then you're 1-3 in the yard, and then it's like a problem. You might not get that fight. Take it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I took it. I low on funds. Like I said, I moved to Pennsylvania again, so I can't really find a job. So I put in the Facebook, and I wanted to shout this guy out. Tom sent me $75 so I can get down there, and that was unexpected. I was expecting maybe $10 from this guy, $10 from that guy. No, this dude covered my whole trip, and he's a legend for that. It's it's awesome to get that type of love in street beefs.
Yeah, it's a great community. Speaking of which, Ted, pretty sure you're watching. I just want to say thank you. You always help me out with hotels, gas money, stuff like that. You're the man. Appreciate it. Shaggy, ice hockey, MMA belt. Man, skates kind of hurt my feet lately, but maybe we'll see. That's another thing, Shaggy. I don't know what you weigh, but if I just keep winning, if I am able to go up and up, I want to fight you, motherfucker. I was trying to fight you last July, and you, oh, I'm tired. It's kind of hot out. Fuck you.
Oh God, I love it. I love it.
Save some for me in July. Yeah, dude. I'll fight Canelo. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight everybody. I'm ignorant. I'll fight a heavyweight. I don't care. I'm just trying to see what I'm made of. I have fun with this shit. Sensational, take your life in there. All right. Well, I guess we got some people really on my side here.
I mean, hey, you're the one with the fans, man. You've been out there for like 2-3 years kicking ass. You deserve it.
Well, you should probably pick up some fans after this one. I think you'll give me a tough fight. Realistically, I'm just gonna be honest. I think the way I win, I think I either catch you with something big in the first. I don't think I take you out with one shot. I just think you're too tough for that. But I either jump on you and sub you, or maybe ref stoppage. I don't think you're just gonna be like out on your back or something. But I do think that I catch you with something big, and then go to the ground. I'm not gonna go to the ground unless you're hurt. That's like I can just say that. I don't care if you know. I'm not trying to take it there.
Dude, I ain't saying a lot. My jiu-jitsu game ain't really the greatest. I lost my last two by submission. First round guillotine, second round rear naked choke. My jiu-jitsu, I'm really more like a Khabib type of guy. I just want to smash, like, you know what I mean? That's more my thing. But like I can say this now, I realize this. In my first fight with T Nasty, I was so hesitant to like throw strikes. It was my first fight. You know what I mean? I was so throw on the ground because I'm used to wrestling. I'm used to doing some jiu-jitsu. I'm not used to being on top and just like doing this. But then in my third fight with Hispanic Causing Panic, I had him in. I was trying to take his back, but then he rolled over and he was in like a fetal position. So I just started raining down strikes from the side, throwing him on the other side, and now I can safely say that I'm perfectly okay with putting someone's head through the fucking dirt. You know what I mean? Like I
good.
I was scared at first. I was like, do I want to do this? Like I was like, I don't really know. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to take these kicks. I'm ready to take these punches, these knees, these elbows, whatever you got. I'm not. Well, the only way I'm walking out of there is on a stretcher. That's the only way I'm getting out of there.
Well, be prepared to do that because I plan on doing whatever I have to do. I'm hoping my hands break on your head. I know you got a hard ass head, so.
Dude, I got a big ass head too. So good luck with that.
Shaggy said he's taking Maluko's belt next month in MMA. What belt would that be? Because I'll take that from Shaggy.
I think that's. Is it a Masters? Isn't Maluko older?
That's the oldest dirt belt. That's what we'll call it. Eddie is an animal. I love this sport. Fire him up. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate it. Oh, also, after this fight, I've trained. This is my first shirt that I ever made merch. Covered in blood. Got the armpit stains all pre-ready to go. Either going to raffle it off or someone can buy it. I know you guys are weirdos. A lot of my fans are freaking creeps. If you guys want me to blow my nose in it or something, just let me know. But, yeah, we'll be raffling that off. Try to make some money off of this shit. Man, I don't really know what else to say. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm pumped.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've never been so excited to get punched in the mouth in my life. You know what I mean? I'm ready.
Who you got to corner you? Is it just going to be your father?
I'm just going to have somebody there corner me. I don't really – I mean, my friend Liam might come down with me. If not, then I'm going there by myself. I'll try and get somebody there to corner me because, my dad, he doesn't really know shit about fighting. I love him to death, but he doesn't know shit about fighting. My stepdad, he lives over in Jersey. I'm in Philly, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm just going to have somebody there most likely help me out, give me some water when I need it,
That's usually kind of how I roll. A lot of times I bring my friends who are they just like hanging out. They don't know how to fight. Funny story though. My last Ami fight that you watched, they wouldn't let Smoke from Street Beefs, right? They wouldn't let him corner me because he was also fighting on the card. So they're like, "Oh, you could start a brawl or something like that." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I had no corner man. So my dad actually cornered me for that fight.
Yeah, I see that.
Pretty funny. I mean, I don't think he enjoyed it. I think he was nervous as hell, but looking back, it's pretty funny.
That's how all parents are. Like I remember I sent when I had my first fight with T Nasty, I sent the video when it came out, sent it to my grandma, and she's like, I watched the first 10 seconds and started crying. I couldn't see you.
That's what parents be, man. They don't like seeing it.
Yeah, dude, it happens. My mom, she's like, you're a fucking idiot for doing this shit, but I'm gonna support you because she's my mom. She's gonna support me in any way that she can. She's just like, don't get your face too messed up. Like I got a wedding in 2 weeks. Hopefully, I'm not going there like on crutches and shit. My face, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? Don't you want to just absolutely destroy each other?
Oh yeah, but I mean, when I'm giving a speech for my dad's wedding, I don't want to sit there like looking like
the microphone,
shaking it, like you know what I mean? But dude, I'm ready. I'm pumped. This is like my Michael Chandler moment. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't beat Connor, Chandler's probably done. If Connor doesn't beat Chandler, Connor's probably done. You know what I mean? This is my moment. I got to get in there and I got to just do what I got to do.
Here's something I will say. If by some accident you beat me, so you got the 165 and I got the 155, we can meet a little bit. You said you're 65 right now. We can meet at 160 or something and put both belts on the line for the rematch.
I'm definitely down, dude. And you will get the rematch. If I do win, you will get the rematch. You've done enough to prove that you deserve it. It's not like with Izzy and Adesanya where Izzy already beat him again and now he's moving up to 205. He's not getting that shot. No, you've done enough to prove that you deserve it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I lose, I've been on quite the win streak. If I lose, whoever I lose to, that's my rival at that point. I gotta get some get back on them.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely down to run it back anytime. I really don't care. I mean, even if I get completely demolished, I would still run it back. It's an honor to step in there with you. I mean, you're one of the best to do it in the yard. So I'm just excited for the experience. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Same with you. Like you don't have necessarily the experience and stuff like that, but just the challenges that you present me. It's like I can't do this shit without a game opponent. So I'm like I said, really appreciative that you stepped in, and I'm excited for someone who's gonna come and fight. It's exciting.
Dude, I'm pumped. I'm fucking ready. Like I'm ready to just go to war for as long as we need to go to war for. I'm completely ready.
Fuck yeah. Anything you want to say to the people before we tune off?
Yeah, I mean, hey, hopefully next time you guys see me, I'll have a belt around my waist. If not, just know I tried my best. Dude, you're a fucking warrior. I'm just excited for Friday or Saturday. I'm just pumped.
Fuck yeah. Appreciate that. And for all my fans, I'll probably be making a little clip, document my trip to Virginia and stuff like that. So we'll try to get that out as soon as possible. I've been real busy lately. I haven't got out the video from my Ami fight. I documented all of that stuff. But anyone who tuned in, I appreciate y'all. CPat, safe travels, man. All the best of luck to you, but that belt's staying with me.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'll catch you, man.
Catch you.